Hello and welcome to this 25-minute Vinyasa yoga flow. We're going to start today in Hero's Pose, just on your knees. If this is uncomfortable for you, please take an easy seat, legs crossed. Just take a couple minutes to tune in, arrive in the space, notice your breath, notice your surroundings, and then just become present on your mat. Just a couple deep breaths here. With your next inhale, bring your arms up overhead, fingers reach long, elongate through the spine. Then with your next exhale, bend your right elbow and bring it behind your head. Use your left hand to press the elbow down. Just a little opening through the shoulders, opening through the back of the spine. And just breathe into sensation here. Next inhale, we're going to switch sides. So bend your left elbow, use your right hand to press the elbow down. Right hand or left hand should be reaching behind the back. A couple deep breaths here and release. Bring both hands back down to the mat. Inhale, the arms up overhead, and twist to the right, bringing your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Inhale through center, and then exhale other side. So nice twist through the spine here, all the way through the head. Inhale the arms back up, and exhale, release them back down to the mat. Come up onto your knees and extend your left leg out to the long side of the mat. Right arm comes up overhead for Gates pose. Really reaching through the right fingertips, opening up the side body here. And then bring your right hand down to the mat. Lift your left leg up into the air and do gentle pulses towards the sky. Reaching long through the left hand, spread the fingers wide. Going back into gate pose, bring that right hand up and flow in between Gates pose and bringing the arm down to the ground, lifting the leg. One more flow here, and then we're going to switch sides, come back through center, extend the right leg out long. Left arm comes up overhead this time. Get a nice stretch through the left side of the body. Spread the left fingertips wide, really reaching here. And then with your next exhale, plant your left hand into the mat. Bring your right leg into the sky and pulse. Reach long through the right fingertips. Spread the fingers wide. Inhale back up. And then exhale, flow with that. Just a few rounds, follow your own breath here. Kind of like a windmill motion. Just one more flow. Reach and stretch, and then come back through center, both knees together. Coming towards the front of your mat, just sit back onto your heels again. Bring your arms and your hands behind your back, clasp your fingers, roll the shoulders open, and allow the hands to come down towards the ground behind you. Then exhale, fold forward, bringing your arms up into the sky. You can even roll onto the crown of your head here if that's comfortable to get a deeper opening through the shoulders. Couple deep breaths here, just really enjoying this opening. Breathing into the sensations. Next exhale brings you back up. Release the hands. Reach the fingers high in the sky. And then exhale, cactus the arms. Couple rounds like that, a seated cat-cow style. With an inhale, you reach the arms high. Exhale, cactus the arms. Press your chest out. With your own breath, linking the breath with the movement. The next exhale, walk your hands out in front of you, step back into your first down dog of the practice. From here, pedal out the feet side to side, Really stretching and reaching through the hamstrings, spreading the fingertips wide, pressing the earth away. Maybe even come up onto your tippy toes and press the hips really high into the sky, allowing the head to hang heavy. Release the jaw, release any tension. And tiptoe all the way to the front of the mat until your feet reach your hands and hang in a forward fold. Just really bend the knees a lot, rest the chest on the thighs, maybe grab opposite elbows. You could sway side to side or just hang here. Just allow gravity to do its work. Don't worry about getting your legs straight. Just focus on the elongation of the spine. Release the hands with an inhale, find your halfway lift, and then exhale, fold back into it. Inhale, rise very slowly all the way to standing. Roll the shoulders down and back. Couple shoulder rolls up towards the ears and down the back. One more roll here. And then hands come by your sides, finding your mountain pose. Spread your fingertips wide. Nice long line from the root of your feet all the way to the crown of your head. Inhale, arms up overhead. Flip your grip and bend to the right side. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into plank, lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and press back down dog. It's your first vinyasa flow of the practice. We'll be building some heat here. So come to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank pose. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And press back, down dog. Inhale, travel to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, arms overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank pose. Lower down slow. Inhale, up. And press back. Drop to the knees here and send the hips back for a child's pose. Just really reaching through the fingertips here, really rooting tailbone back towards your feet. Walk the hands over to the left for a little side stretch. Just really feeling that elongation. And then walk them back through center and to the other side. Just making this an active child's pose, getting a deep stretch in our side bodies in this pose here. Inhale back up to tabletop position. Tuck the toes under and send the hips high for downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, up, warrior one. Nice strong warrior, really hips aligned with the front of the mat. Fingers reaching high into the sky. With your next exhale, turn both feet towards the long side of your mat, and then rotate your left foot towards the back of the mat, coming into warrior two. Spiral down, step back, and lift your left leg high, left leg through. Inhale up, warrior one to the back of your mat. Sink low into the hips. Reach through the fingertips. Straighten that front leg, rotate back to the front of your mat into warrior two. Sink low, spiral down, step back, plank pose, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra, and press back, down dog. So we're gonna do that flow, we're gonna speed that up. You'll get the hang of it, it's a lot of fun. With your next inhale, right leg high, right leg through. Inhale up, warrior one. Rotate to the side of the mat, exhale, warrior two. Spiral down, left leg high in the sky, and left leg through. Inhale up, warrior one, back of the mat. Exhale, warrior two, front of the room. Spiral down, step back, plank pose. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And press back, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Step it through. Warrior one. Warrior two, back of the room. Spiral down. Warrior, step back with left leg high, left leg through. Inhale, raise the arms, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two, back to the front of the mat. Spiral down, step back, plank pose. Go through your flow here, mindful and with control. Staying in your downward dog here. Drop your knees. Send the hips back for a child's pose, taking a couple moments to regain our breath. Just building a little heat here. And then checking back in with our breath. Inhale, back up through tabletop, tuck the toes, back down dog. Right leg high, right leg through. Inhale up, warrior one to the front of the mat. Sink low into those hips. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers and roll the shoulders open, puff the chest out. And then with an exhale, humble the warrior, bringing your right shoulder inside of the right knee, releasing your head down towards the mat. Arms come up overhead. And just sinking low, keeping a deep bend in that right knee. Inhale, back up. And then exhale, spiral down, step back, go through your flow here, or you can always just skip it and meet in down dog. Other side, left leg high, left leg through. Inhale up, warrior one. Sink low, bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, roll the chest open. Exhale, humble the warrior. Bring that left shoulder inside the left knee. Drop the head down. Release any tension. Inhale, back up. Warrior one. And spiral down, step back, plank pose. Take a flow here. Lower down mindfully. Inhale up. And press back, down dog. Couple breaths. Inhale, right leg high, right leg through. Inhale up, warrior one. Warrior, humble the warrior. Arms come up overhead. Inhale, back up to warrior one. And then spiral down, step back, plank pose. Lower down. Inhale up. And press back. Left leg high, left leg through. Inhale up, warrior one. Exhale, humble your warrior, bringing the hands behind the back and sinking into that space in between your legs. Inhale, back up, warrior one. Spiral down, take your flow here. Inhale up and press back. Downward facing dog. Take a moment, collect yourself. Give your head a shake. And gaze between the hands, travel to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time we're going to bring the hands underneath the feet. The toes come into the wrist creases. A little more active forward fold here. Now that you're a little more warm, your legs should be able to straighten a little. Next, inhale, halfway lift. Actually come all the way up to rise all the way to standing. Setting up for eagle pose on the right side. Cross your right leg over your left arm over the right. Bind it all together and sink low. Bring all of your energy in, and then with the next exhale, send that right leg back into the sky for warrior three with eagle arms. So keep the arms in the bind, but the right leg is behind you. And then come into a half moon. Drop your left hand down to the mat, right hand to the sky, right leg out behind you. If you would like to try for the bind here, use your right hand to reach for the top of your right foot. Press the foot into the hand to give you more stability. And release, coming back down to standing, both feet on the mat. Pedal that out. Next inhale, rise to standing. Setting up for eagle pose on the other side. Bring your left leg over your right, crossing at the knees, and then right arm over the left. You might just be making a kickstand. You might be able to wrap all the way around wherever you're at. Just honor that today. Just sink deep into this pose here. With your next inhale, we're going to come out, extending that left leg out long behind you, but keeping the arms in the eagle arms. Send your left leg out in space behind you, and your arms come out in front of you. And then untwisting, bring your right hand down to the mat, left hand to the sky, left leg out long behind you for half moon. Maybe you'll take the bind if you did on the other side. Keep it balanced. Really opening up. And release both feet back down to the mat. Pedal that out. Use your hands to support you. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back, plank pose. Take a last flow here. Just really feeling through all the postures. Coming back into your downward facing dog. Right leg comes high into the sky. And set up for pigeon pose on the right side. So right knee to right wrist. Bring that left leg out long behind you. And then if you'd like, you can come down as far as you can to the mat. Maybe use your hands to support you or your elbows. Or come all the way down with your forehead to the mat. Just take a few breaths here in this deep hip opening. Breathe into the sensations. If you're feeling any pain, please come out of it. Otherwise, just take a couple moments here to sink in. Next inhale, use your hands to walk your upper body back up. Tuck your left toes under, send your right leg high, give it a shake. Flip over into Wild Thing if you would like. Sending the hips high towards the sky. And come back into Down Dog. Left leg high. Left leg setting up for pigeon. Right leg out long behind you. Check back, make sure. And then slowly lower. Really sinking into this posture here. Balancing out the sides. Feeling yourself melt, feeling the muscles release. Sending gratitude to this great body and all that it does for us. Next inhale, send your left leg high into the sky and then flip over into Wild Thing. And come back into downward facing dog. Float forward into plank and then lower all the way down to the mat, forehead into the mat. Arms come along the sides, setting up for locust pose. So bring your arms and your feet and your calf muscles off of the mat, really engaging all the muscles here. Clasp the arms behind you, really opening the shoulders, gaze is out in front of you, and release that down into the mat. Sending the hips high, coming back, crossing the legs, and then sending the legs out long in front of you, coming into a seated forward fold. So just extend the legs out, and then hinge from the hips, folding forward over those legs. Just finding stillness here, allowing yourself to melt into this pose. With each inhale, slightly back out, and then with each exhale, see if you can make a little more space and fold in just a little deeper. Just a couple more breaths here. Next inhale, bring the upper body back up. And coming onto the back, bring the knees into the chest. Wrap your arms around your knees and gently rock side to side. Send both knees over to the left side, right arm extends out. Gaze comes out over the right arm for a full body twist. Just take a few moments, just relaxing, releasing, telling the body that it's time to slow down. Our yoga practice is coming to an end. Next inhale, bring the legs up through center and drop them to the other side. Gazing out over the left arm this time. Finding stillness. Next inhale, bring the knees back up through center. Reach the hands in between the knees for the outside edges of the feet, and happy baby. Little rock side to side. Really pressing the tailbone into the mat. Soles of the feet towards the sky. And bringing the soles of the feet together onto the mat, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana. So knees are splayed open wide, soles of the feet are together. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Feeling this positive flow of energy, all those new blood cells we cultivated in this practice today. And sending gratitude to yourself for showing up on your mat. Close down your eyes, just start to lengthen the breath, allow it to flow naturally. And setting up for Shavasana, you can stay here, or if you'd like, extend your feet out long, allowing the feet to splay open wide. Hands come down by the sides, palms up to receive. Make sure you keep your eyes closed and just sink in and float away. Allowing the earth to support you. Surrender fully. Begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes, starting to deepen the breath. Maybe roll onto one side using your forearm as a pillow. Just taking a moment here, and when you're ready, pressing yourself back up to an easy seat. Close the practice today, bringing the hands into Anjali Mudra at heart center, bowing the head. Honoring each other, honoring this practice. I appreciate you spending this time with me today, and I look forward to sharing more videos with you. Please give a follow and subscribe. Namaste.